Morning everyone, my name is Lim Ja-eun. Today, I will present key macroeconomic insights and their strategy implications for KPMG. Over the next few minutes, we will cover economic indicators, government policy, global trade, and behavioral economics, all with a focus on how these factors affect audit and advisory work. This is my contents. Macroeconomic trends have a direct impact on our clients and, consequently, on our audit work. Economic conditions affect client performance, financial reporting, and overall audit risk. During periods of uncertainty, advisory demand also tends to increase. By understanding these trends, we can anticipate potential risks and deliver more valuable insights to our clients, which strengthen both audit quality and client relationships. There are three key macroeconomic indicators that help us understand the economy. Gross domestic product measures overall economic growth. Inflation measures change in the general price level. And unemployment indicates the health of the labor markets. Together, these indicators help us identify the stage of the business cycle, which consists of expansions, peak, recessions, and recovery. During expansions, GDP growth and unemployment falls, while at the peak, inflationary pressure builds. During a recession, economic activity declines and unemployment rises. Finally, during recovery, the economy gradually improves and moves back into expansions. Understanding the business cycle helps KPMG anticipate change in audit risk and client activities. KPMG, different stages of the business cycle have important implications. During a recession, audit risk increases significantly, particularly in areas such as asset impairments, revenue recognitions, and going concern assessments. Inflation introduced additional challenges in valuations and financial reporting accuracy. On the other hand, periods of economic growth generate higher client activities, increasing both audit and advisory demand. Recognizing where the economy is in the cycle allows KPMG to adjust audit planning and allocate resources efficiently. Next is ADAS analysis. In 2025, the Singapore government introduced a tax rebate for all resident individuals. This policy increased disposable income and encouraged consumer spending. The immediate effect is higher aggregate demand, which stimulates economic activities. For our clients, this could result in increased sales, higher revenue, and potentially more audit activities for KPMG. Understanding these effects allows us to anticipate the short-term and long-term implications on client operations. Using the aggregate demand and aggregate supply model, we can analyze the impact of the tax rebate. In the short run, higher disposable income shifts aggregate demands to the right. This results in both higher output and an increase in the general price level. Referring to the ADAS diagram, we can see AD1 shifting to AD2, while aggregate supply remains constant in the short run. This illustrates how government policy can stimulate economic activities, which may lead to increased client engagement and audit requirements. Over the long run, as wages and production costs rise, aggregate supply adjusts to restore output to its potential level, while price levels remain higher. For KPMG, this implies more business activities and increased audit complexity. Higher prices and costs require professional judgment when reviewing client financial statements, including cost estimations, revenue verifications, and potential inventory valuations concerns. Being aware of this, trends ensures that we can deliver accurate audits and provide advisory service where needed. Next is tariff and trade. Tariffs are taxes imposed on imported goods, which increase their cost and reduce demand. For example, during the administrations of President Donald Trump, tariffs were widely applied, affecting many industries. As assistant auditor at KPMG, we do not import goods ourselves, but we audit clients who rely heavily on imports. Our clients include manufacturing companies importing raw materials and components, retail companies importing inventory and consumer goods, and technology companies importing semiconductors and hardware. When tariffs increase the cost of these imports, clients face higher expenses, which can impact financial reporting and audit risks. The effect of a tariff can be illustrated by a shift in the supply curve upward, which raises price and reduces the quantity of imports. For KPMG, this directly affects our audit work. Higher clients' costs can lead to inventory write-downs and impact gross margins, which are key audit focus areas. Additionally, tariffs create advisory opportunities, as clients may require guidance on managing increased import costs and mitigating financial risks. Understanding how tariffs affect clients allows KPMG to assess risks accurately and provide strategy advice. Next is behavioral economics. Behavioral economics shows that consumers and producers do not always act completely rationally. People's decisions are often influenced by cognitive biases, emotions, or social pressures. For example, management teams can exhibit overconfidence, believing their forecasts or financial projections are more accurate than they really are, which increases the risk of misstatements. Another example is herd behavior. When managers follow industry trends without fully evaluating the data, which can lead to poor strategy decisions. For KPMG, understanding these tendencies is critical. It allows auditors to design more effective audit procedures, challenge assumptions, and better assess risk areas. For instance, if management is overconfident about revenue projections, auditors may increase testing on revenue recognitions or examine underlying contracts. Recognizing herd behavior allows KPMG to advise clients on potential overexposures to market risks or investments. Incorporating behavioral economics helps KPMG provide higher quality insights, reduce errors, and support better informed business decisions. In conclusions, macroeconomic trends, government policies, global trade dynamics, and behavioral insights all shapes the business environment in which our clients operate. For KPMG, understanding these factors guides audit risk assessments, supports advisory work, and ensures we deliver high-quality, informed decision-making assistance. By combining technical expertise with awareness of economic and behavioral factors, we can help our clients navigate uncertainty and make better business decisions. Thank you for your attention. That's all for my presentations. Thank you for listening.